expected. But look, who am I to say that this movie is really not for everyone out there, right? It's making money, and that's something that should really be acknowledged. It's something that should be addressed.
The rowdy teenagers out. The Minecraft movie is doing something magical. It's creating a live audience reaction event.
And so here's what happened at one showing when the police had to be called because people were so enthusiastic about the appearance of the baby zombie riding a chicken.
Don't match the game. You have to make adjustments for a live-action adaptation. It's only logical to do so. But the people criticizing this movie and making claims that they walked out of the cinema, it's not a good message to fellow young audiences out there. Just stop that already.
Jack Black just had a movie removed from theaters. But here's the wild part. It wasn't pulled because it bombed. It wasn't some critic disaster. No, it was removed because fans loved one scene so much, they couldn't stop themselves from losing their minds. Literally, we're talking memes, mass chanting, kids in zombie chicken costumes, and police showing up at theaters. It sounds like satire, but it's all real. And at the center of this madness is a single word, chicken jockey. This wasn't just a random joke in a Minecraft movie. It turned into a cultural event, a viral movement, and depending on who you ask, either the funniest thing to happen in 2025 or the moment cinema fandom spiraled out of control. But what did Jack Black have to say when the chaos got too loud to ignore? What this means for the future of movies might change how we think about fandom forever. Let's rewind. The Minecraft movie released in April 2025, and right off the bat, it was weird. I mean, how do you even make a movie out of Minecraft? There's no plot, no characters. It's literally just mining blocks, punching trees, and building houses. That's it. And yet, Warner Brothers went all in. They handed the directorial reins to Jared Hess, the same guy who gave us Napoleon Dynamite, a film that itself became a cult classic through awkward humor and offbeat storytelling. For casting, they assembled the most random but oddly perfect group of stars: Jason Momoa as a warrior named Garrett Garrison, Danielle Brooks, Jennifer Coolidge, and, of course, Jack Black as Steve, the most iconic player skin in Minecraft history. At first, people were skeptical. Early trailers sparked debate online. Was the animation style too janky? Was this just a cash grab? Could a movie without a real plot really work? Critics weren't convinced either. Some called it charming and bold, while others ripped it apart for being too chaotic. But none of that mattered, because when the movie hit theaters, fans showed up big time. In just its opening weekend, Minecraft, the movie made over $300 million worldwide.
So, it got destroyed at the box office. Here's the box office numbers. The Minecraft movie made $60 million on Saturday.
Versus weekend, Minecraft came out, which has absolutely dominated the box office, done significantly better than analysts even projected,
instantly cementing it as one of the most successful video game adaptations of all time. But box office numbers aren't even the crazy part. What happened inside the theaters is what turned this from just a hit into a phenomenon. Somewhere around the 45-minute mark of the film, there's a moment that nobody saw coming. Jack Black's character, Steve, is walking through a forest when he suddenly encounters one of Minecraft's rarest and funniest mobs, a baby zombie riding a chicken. In the game, it's called a chicken jockey. It's goofy, random, and pure Minecraft chaos. But what Jack Black does in this scene, it's comedy gold. Time slows down. The music swells like something out of a Christopher Nolan movie. And then, Jack Black, channeling every ounce of theatrical drama, belts out a breathless, booming chicken jockey, as if he's just witnessed the fall of an empire. It's over the top, it's absurd, and it's brilliant. That one scream became the moment. TikTok flooded with clips. People made remixes, reaction videos, memes, edits where Jack's yell was played over battle scenes, dance remixes, or even political speeches. It was everywhere. But here's where things got wild. The joke didn't just stay online. It leapt out of the screen and into real life. Within days, fans began prepping for the chicken jockey scene like it was a concert drop. Teenagers formed groups and coordinated showtimes. They wore makeshift zombie costumes with plush chickens attached to their legs. Some brought Bluetooth speakers blasting chicken clucking sounds. And when the moment hit, Jack's now iconic scream, audiences would erupt. We're not talking about a few claps. We're talking screaming in unison, standing on chairs, throwing popcorn in the air like it's New Year's Eve. One video showed a kid sprinting down the aisle, flapping his arms like a maniacal chicken. Another clip showed fans launching popcorn buckets like grenades while chanting chicken jockey, in a scene that looked more like a battlefield than a movie theater. These weren't isolated incidents. This was a full-on movement, but not everyone found it funny.
The trend needs to stop. I saw a post locally of some little 10-year-old boy holding his ears and crying in the theater because a group of teenage kids were doing the chicken jockey trend and screaming and throwing popcorn. Like, imagine being a child going to see your favorite game movie, whatever, you know what I mean? And being overstimulated to the point where you're holding your ears and crying in the theater. I read the comments, and apparently the teenagers literally left like 5 minutes after the chicken jockey scene. Like, it's not only disrespectful to everybody around you, but you're traumatizing kids, and the workers don't deserve that. I don't care what you say. If it's their job, like, I would quit. This is ridiculous. Like, who acts like that? You are acting like animals. Like, and if you defend this behavior, think about the kids in the theater that were excited for the movie.
Theaters were not prepared. Within a week, cinemas across the UK, Canada, and the US were reporting chaos. Managers had to pause screenings to calm down rowdy crowds. Police were called to multiple locations. In Staffordshire, England, one cinema even issued a ban on unaccompanied minors for all evening showings. And in Florida, a viral video showed security escorting out a group of teenagers after a full-blown popcorn brawl during the chicken jockey moment. It wasn't violent, but it was messy. Popcorn drenched the seats, soda on the floor, screaming echoing down the hall. Theaters started pulling the movie, not because it flopped, not because of studio demands, but because they literally couldn't handle the fans. Think about that, a box office hit, pulled for being too successful. So how did the filmmakers react? With rage? Regret? Not even close. Director Jared Hess, speaking to the New York Times and BBC Culture, said he's been laughing my brains out every time he sees a new video. In his words, it's way too funny. He explained that the goal from day one was to have Jack Black narrate the most ridiculous moments with overwhelming seriousness, like delivering Shakespeare while dressed like a Minecraft skin. That tone? That's what made it viral. Jack Black didn't just say chicken jockey. He committed to it. He gave that line the emotional weight of Hamlet's soliloquy, and that's exactly why it worked. According to Hess, Jack treated every absurd moment like it was life or death, whether it was finding a creeper, losing his pickaxe, or spotting a baby zombie on a chicken. That contrast, the gravity of his voice with the goofiness of the visuals, sparked something primal in fans. Laughter, connection, fandom. This level of fan participation isn't new. In fact, it echoes some of cinema's most infamous cult phenomena. Think Rocky Horror Picture Show, where fans dress up, sing along, and throw toast at the screen. Or The Room, where people toss spoons and scream quotes. Even Minions, Rise of Gru sparked the Gentle Minions movement, where teens showed up in suits to chant and cheer. Minecraft, the movie might just be the newest member of that club. What started as a meme could evolve into something bigger. Cosplay screenings, chant-along events, or even official chicken jockey nights. It sounds ridiculous, but it's already happening. But not everyone is celebrating. YouTuber Halo Haley released a brutal takedown video calling the trend entitled Chaos. She wasn't alone. Former theater employees, parents, even other influencers have spoken up. Their argument? It's one thing to have fun, but another to make it miserable for everyone else.
Lads to see the Minecraft movie. We take our seats, the cinema fills up, the trailer starts. There's 3 massive gangs of lads scattered around the cinema being really loud, shouting, laughing. This is more than just excitement, this is going to ruin everyone's experience. So then I'm sitting there as the trailers play trying to figure out how to tackle this. Because I don't want to make a big song and dance about appropriate behaviour in a public space to 40-odd teenage lads just to be ignored anyway. But I can't just sit there and do nothing, can I? Or can I? My lad says to me, are they going to be quiet soon, Dad? I said, I think so, son. And then the film starts, and I'm ready to stand up. But then something really weird happens. All of the lads go silent, completely. They're hypnotised by the film. Then Jack Black appears on screen and delivers a line they know from the trailer. As a child, I yearn for the mines. And all of them say it along with him, like it's karaoke. Then everyone applauds. What the hell is happening? This is like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Then Jack Black's character gives the Nether, which is another part of the game, a shout out, and the whole cinema goes bananas. This is incredible. They've clearly waited years for this moment. It's a Minecraft loving, and their joy is infectious, because by the time Jack Black's character rejoins the movie with the line, I am Steve, the entire cinema say it along with him, and then rejoice like they've just scored a last minute winner. When the film ends and the credits roll, some lad behind me with the scousest voice I have ever heard just says to his mate, masterpiece that lad. I went into this expecting first boredom and secondly conflict, and what I got was possibly the most incredible cinema going experience I have ever had.
Behind every viral clip is a worker who now has 15 minutes to clean what looks like a popcorn tornado. Behind every cheer is a family who just wanted a peaceful night at the movies. Behind every soda spill is a mom with 3 kids trying not to slip on the way out. As one manager put it, it's not a movie anymore, it's a war zone. So where do we draw the line? When does fandom become too much? And is this the future of movies? Or a warning sign? Here's the big question. Is this chaos a one-off, or a sign of what's coming? Because this wasn't just about Minecraft, it's about what cinema is becoming. Gen Z and Gen Alpha audiences don't just want to watch, they want to participate. They want to react, share, remix, and own the experience. This is a generation raised on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Silence in the theater? That's not the vibe. So now, studios are watching closely. Do they lean into the meme, create moments designed to go viral? Or do they try to control it, bring back stricter rules, security, and tradition? Right now, the industry is at a crossroads. And Minecraft, the movie, of all things, might be the tipping point. Maybe Chicken Jockey fades in a few weeks. Or maybe, just maybe, it becomes the quote of the summer, echoing through midnight showings, printed on shirts, yelled across playgrounds and Discord servers. But one thing's already clear, Jack Black and that one ridiculous moment have earned a place in meme history. He didn't just deliver a line, he created a movement. A moment of pure, shared, ridiculous joy. Theaters will clean the popcorn, the critics will move on. But the legend of the Chicken Jockey? That's going to live a lot longer than anyone expected. And Jack Black? He's not just Steve anymore. He's the king of the chaos.